What'd you guys think? I know I've got a big group of subscribers that started following the channel back when I was posting mountain runs, and then I kind of got away from doing that for a good while. So I want to bring them back, and I want to do something better than ever. Not just throwing the GoPro in the car and doing a run and hitting upload. So as you can see, I was experimenting with several different camera angles and overlays and stuff like that. So I want to know from you guys, what did you enjoy about it? What did you not like about it? What do you think I could add to it to even take it to the next level? Some of you guys that are into best motoring and JDM option, you'll recognize that little shifter overlay that I did to kind of pay homage to one of my favorite video series. But yeah, I just generally had a really good time making that, and if you smash that like button, I will see that you did enjoy it and you would like to see more stages of Touge attack. So the question at hand here is, do I feel like I have ruined the Miata spirit by adding so much power to the car? You guys know that even when I had the bone stock 1.6 in the Miata, I've always been all about the mountain runs and the functionality and basically the Miata being a Miata. It's never been a drag build. Now of course it's lightweight and it has a lot of power, so consequentially it is fast, but I'm more about the balance. I want a wide power band, I want a quick spooling turbo, and what I want to show in this video with doing these overlays with the pedal box and the tachometer and the boost gauge is showing you that that car is turned up all the way and I'm really able to drive it, and I want to show kind of its characteristics and how manageable it is, and you can see the steering and there's a lot of things going on. Hopefully to help some of you decide if you really want to have this much power in a Miata. And there's another little point that I want to touch on as well. Now, I'm not claiming that I'm some kind of super good driver or anything like that, but I do have a lot of seat time in that Miata. And not only as it sits now, but I have a lot of seat time all the way back to when it was stock. When it had 100 horsepower, I was doing autocross and drag racing and mountain runs with it. And then I went to stickier tires, and then I went to 200 horsepower, and then I did better suspension, and then I went to 275 horsepower and stickier tires, and in every stage of the build, I was doing those events along the way, autocross and track days, and it allowed me to grow as a driver at the same time that the Miata was growing as a literal weapon for the streets. And I will say that if you took someone who is relatively quick and they've only experienced a Miata with 100 horsepower and you threw them into my car and said, okay, here, go fast, they would probably not be able to drive it at the same level as someone who has built their car over time and grown their driving skill. So I know it looked like in that video I was going pretty quick. Well, I hope it looked like I was going pretty quick, but that's what's enabled me to feel comfortable driving at that level. Now, that's not the same way that I drive on the track, don't get me wrong, because it is on the street and you do have to be mindful that there are patches of water and patches of gravel and driveways and traffic and people and things like that, so you have to be very careful. But if you've been on an autocross or on a road course, you have really had a chance to learn what your car feels like at 8/10 and 10/10 and 11/10, where you fly off the track and you know what it feels like to lose control of your car, and it really lets you drive at a safe but quick level if you're just going out for spirited driving. And I know a lot of people go, oh, you're driving fast on the street, super dangerous, whatever, but the fact is a lot of people are doing it, and there's a safe way to do it and a dangerous way to do it. Of course, don't cross the double yellow, don't drive above your limit, don't drive above the conditions of the roads, don't drive unsafe when there's traffic and pedestrians. So anyways, I'm going off on a tangent here, but hopefully you guys get the point. Now, the tuning side of things is huge when it comes to making a high-powered car manageable. Like I've talked about before, I am running Boost by TPS on my car, which makes a massive difference in really predicting what it's gonna act like and making that power, especially the power ramp up, very linear. And there's even more advanced things I could be doing, like boost by gear and traction control, which I don't have yet, but I plan on adding later. Now I get a lot of questions like, why do you need a wide power band? And why do you want low RPM torque and fast response and all that? And that's why I wanted to make a video like this. People say, oh, well, you have a built motor and drivetrain. Why don't you throw a huge turbo on that thing and make like 550? You could, I mean, it's just a turbo swap away and it's done. And I'm like, because I want that low RPM spool up and a nice big flat power band. And they say, dude, if you need power, you just downshift. But as you can see from this video, driving like that doesn't really work in Touge. You can't just downshift every time you need more power. Try to drive a car with 400 or 500 horsepower like this with a laggy, slow spooling turbo. That's what will make it unmanageable and not enjoyable. So anyways, I am super stoked on how well the Miata is running, and it's performing better than I could have ever imagined for the type of driving that I like to do. But that being said, it is an ongoing project, and I've got more ideas and more tweaks to make, which of course I'll be bringing you guys along the way. I hope everyone is staying safe out there in these crazy times we're in. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.